It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the NFC North.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dragons of Tokyo.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Go!
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good, as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at his defense,
against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
2nd and 7.
Jack Panther! No!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up second down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now back to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Now a first carry for their fullback. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second and 7 from the 20.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Ball start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 44.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a three-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dixon.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
That's the end of the first
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great... His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Unlock wide. Let go. Alert, alert.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Dragons have cut it back within a score.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look at each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Get it!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 18. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
And now out comes Minnesota.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 3.
He'll drop to throw.
That's caught downfield by Addison.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Jordan Addison.
From 21 yards away. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. One more go for this offense in the first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we have come to halftime.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. And this is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On second down, they'll run it here. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Check. Reload.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Dixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Complete to number 86. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
Bronco 80.
They'll set up a throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Bronco switch. Unlock line. Alert. Alert.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll drop to throw. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Open man downfield is Duvernay.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll look to throw.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Oh, what a move. Still fighting for more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there, with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
That's good for a Tokyo first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
70 Timber on lock line. Alert! Alert!
Now a handoff running through the middle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Okay, ready?
1st down, Minnesota.
Grab goal 80. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Cowboy 80.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dixon. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison.
From 17 yards out, and the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Dragons 13.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game clips from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Dixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, They really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On second down now, Dixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.